Hey everybody, Zach Mitchell here. Time for another music update, showing you all of the CDs and albums that I got in the month of February. So, I got quite a bit, so let's get started. The very first CD on the list is the soundtrack to the Bob Dylan movie, I'm Not There. And it has a lot of songs by Bob Dylan, covered by some great artists like Eddie Vedder, Richie Havens, who else? Willie Nelson, Jack Johnson, the Black Keys, John Doe. There's even a track by Dylan on here, Bob Dylan and the band, called I'm Not There. So I just watched this movie too the other day, and it's very, very good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's kind of hard to understand, but once you watch it all, you'll understand it. Alright, the next one I got is the deluxe edition of Michael Jackson's Bad, the 25th anniversary. This is the 2-disc deluxe edition. So, yep, that's the next one. Pearl Jam's Greatest Hits, the Rearview Mirror album, which is also called the Essential Pearl Jam, but when I bought it, it had the cover on it, the Essential Pearl Jam, and when I opened it up, it fell off, and this ended up being the title. Pearl Jam's Rearview Mirror. It opens up like this. Has a lot of good songs on it, 2 discs. I also got Pearl Jam's greatest album ever, in my opinion, 10. There are a lot of good songs on it, like Even Flow. I'm sure you've heard of it before. Even. Sorry, Eddie, we can't understand a single word that you're saying there. Next up, I got this one today. Bob Dylan's Saved. And I got it because it has the track Pressing On by it. And I saw, it wasn't actually him singing, but he was acting. I saw, what's his name? Come on. Christian Bale playing Bob Dylan and singing this song in church. And I thought it was amazing. I thought, I don't have Bob Dylan's version of it, actually. I need to get it. So here it is. The actual album that it's on. It's called Saved. And the song is called Pressing On. Check it out. Haven't heard the whole album yet, but the song was awesome. Up next, another Bob Dylan album. Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, the soundtrack to the movie. Very, very good. Next up, we'll get into a little bit of fun here with the Beach Boys in concert. This is a double live album. One of the concerts is from their 60s shows, and the other one is from the 90s. So it's very, very good. A lot of good songs on it. Next up is an album that's been out of print for a long time, but I just got it. Brian Wilson presents Smile, the Beach Boys album that was never fully completed. So this is just him solo, singing it all by himself. I got this used at the Exchange for only $6. Silly boys, they don't realize what they're giving away. Next up is Bruce Springsteen's brand new album, High Hopes. And I haven't heard it just yet, but I plan on doing it very soon. I'm sure it's amazing. Moving on to some more Dylan. His album, New Morning. And up next, another Dylan, yet again. The Bootleg Series Volume 6. And this is the concert at the Philharmonic Hall, which he does a very good version of It's Alright Mom, I'm Only Bleeding. some more albums. Joan Baez in concert. Sorry, you kind of can see the reflection of my camera on there. It's kind of it's dark, so it's kind of like a mirror. This was the song that has her singing the song "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You" on it, which Led Zeppelin then ripped off and did on their debut album. I'm sure they did it much better than she did, but she does it. She does a good version of it too. Next up is Joan Baez, the complete A&M recordings, which includes all of her songs that she released on the A&M label. A 4-disc collection. Opens up like this. There we go. Put that back in later. Next up, Pink Floyd's album, the soundtrack for the movie More. I listened to it the other day. It's very, very good. Not one of their best albums, but still a pretty good one. And after that, I got this just yesterday, the album Atom Heart Mother. And I've heard the title track of it, but I haven't heard any of the other tracks on it yet, so I'm going to be listening to that very shortly. I like that album cover too. That's pretty cool. I heard that that's not even a real cow, that they've made that themselves. Next up, and you're going to make fun of me for this, but as I said in my last music update video, that I'm a big fan of jazz, so I have to get some jazz. And this is the very best of John Coltrane. It has a couple of his greatest hits tracks on it, including the 13-minute version of My Favorite Things, which is very, very good. And just one more jazz album, and then we'll get back into rock and roll like we're supposed to. This is the Miles Davis Quintet Bootleg Series, Volume 2, live in Europe. A very, very cool set, very expensive set. When I bought this, it was $50. So I feel very, very lucky that I was able to get it. I deserve it too. Next up, this is the last CD before I get into my box set that I got. And I just got this today too. It's a live Bob Dylan album, Bob Dylan and the Band, Before the Flood. Has some cool little pictures in there. And last but not least, I got a box set, which is the Electric Light Orchestra's Classic Albums Collection. The box set includes all of their albums recorded from the 70s going into the 90s. And if you open it up, it's kind of like the Blue Oyster Cult box set. It's kind of flimsy, as you can see, but it's still I don't really care. Whoa! Don't want to do that. There's all the albums. Comes with a little booklet giving you a bunch of details about what's on what CD and who plays on which. So that's very interesting. And I will be doing a discography on the Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, very soon. So, those are all the albums that I got in February of 2014. And I'll be doing another one at the end of March of 2014. So I will see you next time for another video, whichever one that may be.